Clara DeBella is a governor of this lovely state of Connecticut, and she, at the beginning, is in the throes of a campaign for senator. She is at home, like in beginning of the pandemic, like everybody trying to juggle family, life, and work. Even if it was so technical and the eye line had to be so tight that you were like, would be having to look at for example, like an X on the matte box, like onto the camera, still the actors would be there in evidence so that you could feel everybody there and have the response of everybody there. Um, Energetically, and even for like a lot of those reaction shots that we had, sometimes they were really to just like X's, but we were all there to support everybody's reaction. So a lot of those like were to like, we all would have to go around and do our reactions, and we were just cheering each other on for these like amazing dramatic reactions. And I'm telling you, it felt like we were doing summer rep. Like, it was just so freaking fun. Just so fun. I love him so much, Leslie Odom Jr. Leslie Odom Jr. and I also had been working as husband and wife in an animated show called Central Park, in which we sing together, and act together. And we had been doing that for like maybe a year and a half beforehand, and had never really, in animation, you never really meet the people that you're working with. So this was the first time that we had actually, even though we had been, I was like, ah. So it was a dream to work with him. He is a peach. Love him so much. In the pre-production process, he was very collaborative and with Jenny, Jenny Egan, our costume designer, who's brilliant, in terms of kind of finding who we were through the costume within the kind of, I guess, the instrument that each character is in the orchestra of the score of this piece. Like the first one, like every person has their own note that they're playing. And so we had a lot of flexibility within that. I really had to embrace the fact that it was beige all the time. I went in for the first fitting with Jenny, and I was like, okay. Because I saw Kate's rack, saw Janelle's rack, and then I saw Claire's rack. And I was like, okay, it's gonna be a lot of cork wedges. Flats, not even a wedge. I wish it was a wedge. And I was like, I get to work with you, and I get to wear a beige shift. You know what? It was comfortable.